Kyle, here goes your tires, buddy.
Video, Kyle?
Brand new ones.
You could have at least put the front ones on the back.
Moving you right day and night.
And we're supposed to be powered by science.
That's very true.
We better be able to get two people on one train somehow.
Here it comes. Yep, that's it.
Because every time I'm in his office, he's sitting there and all of a sudden he just reaches like this and there's a piece of chicken in his hand.
I'm like, how much chicken is under your desk?
I overshot the R&D budget this week, so I'm going to need that $250.
Moving it right day and night.
Wait.
It's February 4th. It's another edition of our Hot Shot Secret Facebook and YouTube Live, episode 126. 126. Getting up there. We have a special guest today. Me.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
But besides me,
You jumped on there for a second last week.
I made a cameo up here. That's right. But no, we really do have a special guest, Justin Ziegler from Zeigler Diesel Performance will be with us. So we're looking forward to chatting with him. You guys can find out all about what he's up to. Other than that, we're here to answer your questions, comments, concerns, favorite products, what you like on pizza, all that stuff we will cover today. Our topic of du jour is G56 trans fluid. You a little confused about that?
No, I was just confused because I didn't know if you were pausing because you couldn't read or if you were like,
I was giving
cueing me into like.
That was the cue.
That was the dude. Say G56.
The band's been broken up
I
a little
know.
bit. We got to get back together. So our G56 trans fluid we're going to cover today. I know a lot of people were waiting on this for a while. It's selling really good. People are loving it, so we're really happy about it. It's got a good story behind it too. So it's
got kind of a sad story.
But it's kind of what we do. You know,
I realize.
I believe this product is like the epitome of what we do. So we'll get into that. So we'll also be giving away a prize. It looks like this week's prize is Shift Restore. Is that right? Or is that a unupdated? Stiction. We're giving away Stiction Eliminator. I'll tell you what, we'll give you your choice. So we're gonna give, and every week you can enter to win. We give away product every single week, Thursday at 1:30. That's hotshotsecret.com/
Giveaway.
a little slow still, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
Like to know where you're watching from. And Aaron always wants to know what kind of project car you're working on, so
Indeed.
put that below.
Bonus points if it's an AMC.
Moparish.
I-
But we're dual streaming right here on Facebook and YouTube. Be sure to like and share. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that little bell that gives you a reminder that we're here. But you don't even need to remember because we're here every Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, on the
R&D page.
Hot Shot Secret R&D page. What are you up to now?
I'm still under 500. Getting closer.
You know Steve Summers'
I-
page is like 1,800 or something in just a few weeks.
Well, sure.
I just want to rub that in a little bit.
That's fine.
Okay. But as we're going to do...
So my sponsorship's off the table. Is that what you're saying? I'm not a
Yes.
big enough influencer?
Exactly. Kenny Scruggs is in. How you doing, Kenny? Hope to see you soon, bud. Toot says, hey. Dan Zelton with that top fan badge +1. Special guest day. What's up? And Katie's in. You're behind the camera today, Josh, but maybe she heard I was on and wanted to come say hi. He's getting mad now. So, hey, Katie. Working on projects, all right, just not car related. Well, tell us about your projects, Katie. We're interested. So, before we kick things off, we always do
already.
our
This thing's moving right along.
I keep moving here, buddy.
We're going to be done by the time I catch up.
I keep moving. So, we're going to do our Get to Know Us segment where we get to know another member of the Hot Shot Secret family. So, come on up, brother. Microphone's for you.
Okay.
Speak loud and directly into the microphone.
Check, check, check.
We're good. So I got rapid fire questions. Right now we have 72,000 people watching.
Okay.
So no pressure,
Okay.
but they want to learn a little bit about you.
All right.
So how did you got to use the microphone.
Right,
You already
right.
forgot that part.
Okay.
Okay. So how did you find out about Hot Shot Secret?
I was referred from a friend through a staffing agency originally. But I liked the company and decided to make my future here.
Cool. Cool. All right, so where were you born?
Akron, Ohio.
Okay. And where did you grow up?
Suffield, Ohio.
Suffield, where's that?
State Route 43, south of Kent State University.
Yep.
It's close to that.
And what was your very first job?
Picking strawberries at Walnut Drive Gardens. I was about 13.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you eat a lot while you were picking?
I did, yeah. I wasn't
imagine.
supposed to. I was getting paid by the bushel. It was like 15 cents or something.
Well, at least you ate your paychecks then.
I was fed well. I was fed well.
That's good. What was your very first car?
A 94 Dodge Dakota long bed, standard cab.
What bar? We're good. You passed. Did you play any sports growing up?
Many, yeah. Wrestling mostly. Football. I was always in football. A little bit of baseball, but wasn't my thing. Springtime was my time off.
Could you demonstrate a camel clutch on Josh?
A camel clutch. Sounds like something else. I don't think I could. No, I don't think I know what that one is.
All right. Google it.
Okay.
What's your favorite hobby?
I teach a kickboxing class at a gym called Lashley's in Mount Vernon.
Huh.
So just training people and staying in the gym.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So his hobby's kicking people in the face.
Apparently.
Or teaching people how.
There you go.
Whatever.
What is your favorite holiday?
I'd have to say Halloween.
I noticed your sweat.
Yeah, the haunted hoochie, yeah. It says I survived. It was a fun place. I hate haunted houses. I love Halloween, but haunted houses are not my dig.
Haunted hoochie's real too.
Yeah, it was real.
Punched a guy there once.
Did you?
Yeah, he scared me. And I swore
Yeah,
didn't mean to.
yeah. I was hiding behind my girlfriend the whole time. So,
All right. What's your favorite beverage?
Miller Lite.
Okay. And what is your favorite TV show or movie?
The Peaky Blinders is a good one on Netflix.
I don't know that one.
Dude, you gotta check it out.
I will.
Old school badass.
I
Really
will.
cool.
I will. All right. Do you have a bonus question?
No, he already alluded to the kicking people in the teeth.
So this is well. You survived.
What?
All right.
That wasn't too bad, was it?
What?
Not too bad.
All right.
What metal band were you in?
What metal band were you?
I did an album cover for Forever in Terror. They actually got signed for a little bit. Metal Blade Records, which was cool. Yeah, they rocked out.
Well, see, now we know a little bit more about you.
Yeah.
Well, thanks
I
for
think
joining
that was
us.
a guess. Was that a guess?
I just
He
Yeah.
pulls that
I
out.
just-
That's where he gets those bonus questions from.
It's the look, man. I
They
get
come
it.
naturally.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
Yes, well done, well done. All right. Let's see here. Who's in
yeah.
here?
That's good.
Terry Howard's got a top fan badge, of course. He said he made it today. Happy Hot Shot Secret Day, like always. Robin Clark says, hey guys, enjoying the show. Katie says, I'm working my business, Steinmetz Boutique. There's the plug right there. Lula Rowe, independent fashion consultant, full time.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Check out her Facebook page. Yeah. And I'm working on training content for my Facebook group and business page, getting ready for my next live sale, which is tomorrow night.
Whoa.
So check it out tomorrow night. She's jumping right in there at the plug. I like it. I like it. And then she says, don't you let my man get hurt. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Battle Scarred Motorsport says, Dagan, I'm late. Love you, Kyle. Love you too. Justin's in. Okay, so that's good. So Justin's in. And shout out to Battle Scarred Motorsports. They were, Brian was on the Steve Summers overnight drive.
Try again. Which Brian?
Check. Brian Check was on at 4:15 a.m. sharp this morning, driving down the road.
So he got his run in before he called.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So got a nice promotion about Battle Scarred Motorsports, formerly USMC Racing. You guys have heard us talk about so much. Now called Battle Scarred Motorsports. So, and I don't know, Brian, if you heard after you hung up, but there's a few callers right after you that said they're going to donate to your cause. So it's good to hear. Good to hear. All right, so how about some dealer shout-outs? What do we got?
This band is not doing well, is it?
This side's doing just fine.
Am I even here today? How about METZ Fuel Service? METZ Fuel and Service from Sidney, Montana. And
Nice. I'm just a Montana fan.
no, I was looking to make sure they had
Yep.
the
Josh is on
and
it.
Premier Equipment LLC from Isabel, South Dakota. Fake news.
South Dakota.
There's no
They
fake.
did it on purpose.
There's
Nice.
There's no South
Since
Dakota.
farm family owned since 1951. Wow. Wow. So happy 70th anniversary, Premier Equipment. And thanks for being a dealer of Hot Shot Secret.
Our
don't
studio
forget-
audience is laughing at
Don't
me
forget,
right now.
send us in your decals, whether you're a dealer of ours, retailer, an influencer, you name it, we'll slap you up on the wall here. We're right in the middle of our studio here where we do a lot of filming for our stuff, so
Yeah,
get you some free exposure.
Check out our BMW cam. Did you see that?
Oh, it's the Beamer cam. Nice. Nice.
It's a new edition.
So I think we're going to get right into Justin before we get around with everything else. What's that?
Waiting for him to call in.
Well, he's logged in.
He needs to call the number we gave him.
All right, Justin, you need. There wasn't a number. I told you to give him a link.
Well, link.
Okay. Justin, click on your link and you'll know when he's in then?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we'll get Justin Ziegler patched in here. In the meantime, we'll move on to our TV airings.
Ooh, that is excellent because we have a car fix at 11 a.m. on Motor Trend TV Saturday featuring Shift Restore. And then you can mow the lawn and come back at 1 o'clock to watch.
Depends how big your lawn is.
It's also snow a foot deep here.
Not everywhere. It doesn't snow all over the world.
It doesn't?
No.
Really? Huh. It does in South Dakota. Yeah, Truck U at 1 o'clock featuring FR3. And then, oh, Justin's on. All Girls Garage on Sunday at 11:30 featuring Gasoline Extreme.
Cool. Gasoline Extreme doesn't get much love on TV, so good to see it out there.
Yeah.
Gasoline Extreme's getting itself out there in the real world. So it looks like we got Justin set up. Is that right? Well, let's see if we can bring him in.
Hit the button.
Hit the button. There he is.
Look at that.
What's up, buddy? What's going on, man? You got good sound?
What?
Cool. Cool. So let's start off the top for those that may not know you. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm Justin Ziegler, Ziegler Diesel Performance. Long-time hot shot dealer. Sponsored by you guys for a race, a race ride in, like home stuff. That's pretty much about it.
That's right. And where's your shop at?
And Canton, Ohio.
That's right. So, the thing I love about Justin and Ziegler Diesel Performance is he's like the epitome of the little guy who made it. It's like the I know when I was on the sales side of things, I love working with small dealers. You know, I mean, it's great to have huge, big dealer accounts and everything, but I remember, Justin, I think we were sponsoring you as a driver about the time you were starting your shop, right? But it was almost in your backyard or something, right?
Kind of close. We were testing some kind of doing our own private test. Went out to UCC, saw you guys had a booth, that I had to be a dealer and let me get it going, and been along for the ride ever since.
Yep. And you made what, one building change and then upgrades there, right?
Yeah, we made one building change, then moved over to the other side of that building, and now we've quadrupled our size.
All right. Yep. So, and I think even from a product standpoint, I remember when you first started with us as a dealer, I think you brought our additives on first, and
Yep.
you do all sorts of service, right? Everything from everyday service to performance builds, right?
Yes, sir.
And so I remember having a talk to you a long time ago when I think you were offering, your standard oil change service. You had another company's offering, but then you offered an upgrade with FR3, so your customers could improve the oil that they're getting, and then that eventually led to you starting to offer our oil as an optional upgrade to your oil changes. Is that right?
Yeah, and now we exclusively use hot shot oil. It's our house oil. Anything that gets an oil change done here, for the most part, as long as the customer isn't supplying oil, it's hot shot in it.
Yep. So that's what I'm talking about. The growth from coming small shop to big shop, and I mean now, well, you buy by the drums now, don't you?
No, we moved up to the totes.
It's on the totes now. There he goes. So yeah. So I just love that at one point the FR3 was an upgrade to the changes. It turned into an optional upgrade to run Hot Shot Secret Oil, and now it's like, nope. You come here, you get Hot Shots oil. That's it. And got
Absolutely.
a big tote of it up there. So that's awesome. So let's talk a little bit about your racing side of things. I remember if we reverse the clock back to 2019, you had shared with me some of your plans for 2020. And as we all know, 2020 kind of went crazy, but you're making the leap up to building a UCC truck.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without the help of. I mean, you guys, E&J, have made this dream reality.
And you've had some pretty insane builds, and then it's almost hard to keep up to you. Then I saw all of a sudden he built this crazy truck, and then I saw you like put it up for sale. I'm like, what's he doing? And then with UCC being canceled, the next UCC-like event, which is, for those that don't know, Ultimate Callout Challenge is a battle of the baddest trucks in America that do a drag pull or a drag race, a sled pull, and a dyno pull in 3 different days. So it's kind of a battle of the best, and you kind of really have to have a specialized truck that can compete in all 3 of those events. Well, there's another event from Smoke and Speed that's King of the Street, which is right here in our backyard here in Ohio, and it's kind of a similar setup where they do multiple different events. So the fact that that was still up and available in 2020 after UCC got canceled, that's something you put your target on then, right?
Yeah, we took the fiberglass body, well, the fiberglass doors and bedside, put all the sheet metal back, kind of made it again, and gave it all we had.
And you gave it a lot. If I remember, you can tell the story. I know it's painful, but we knew you were going to put up a crazy big dyno number. You never know about the drag race of the pole. You can spin your tires, you can get a bad leave, all that sort of stuff. But you performed well at all of it. And there's one easy little part of that whole event, and it's the street drive, because they make sure these are street trucks, so they can't just be a race truck that can't drive 10 feet. So they go on, what is it, a 30-mile cruise, I believe?
100-mile.
100-mile cruise. So you've got to make it 100 miles and this chain of trucks and then back to the track for more competition. It's designed to weed out the race cars and all that type of stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, and it's just a flat points, like for that, it's no measurement. As long as you complete it, you get your 100 or 1,000 points or something like that.
Yeah.
And I believe the entire field got their points, except one truck.
There was a couple of us.
Oh, was there?
Stock injection line. Number 4 injection line broke, kept us from competing the street drive. It was a 3-minute fix on the side of the road.
It's just a complete fluke, like freak thing that, of all times for it to happen, it happened during that cruise.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. With as much as we beat on the truck all year, no issues, and then something stupid.
And then the most painful part, so then of course you leave that section of the event where the whole field takes, all the points and you have to take 0 on that. Would you say, was it 100 or 1,000 points for that?
1,000 points.
1,000 points. So then after all the different events were done and they tally up all the points to crown the winner, how much did you lose to the winner by?
I'm not really sure. I know if we would have had the 1,000 points, we would have won the overall.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 900 and something. If I remember looking at it, it's like, oh, that's painful. But everybody knows, like, that freak little thing does not, put that truck in any other category.
We had the fastest thing there, and we proved it on the drag strip, on dirt drags, everything. Just fell short of street drive.
Yeah. But it was a hell of an outing, and everybody got to see that truck and respect it. And speaking of, another, I could be wrong, I think accomplishment of the year, I know you work with Firepunk a lot. Like, they do some of your customers' tuning and so forth, and they work on your trucks as well for those type of needs. Were you not number 1 on the board for 2020 in horsepower?
I was. At the end of 2020, we were the top. Beginning of the year, was second. Switched over to the D&J engine with a little bit of and finding a tire, pulled the dyno, and went down there and he went over 2K. Really not even trying that.
Not too hard. Yeah, I saw your
easy.
Yeah, I saw Firepunk's end of the year YouTube video, and they're kind of buttoning everything up, and that number was still up there, number 1. So that's quite a feat because everybody knows there's a lot of bad trucks that go on Firepunk's dyno. So and every year we're seeing in diesel motorsports just advancing by leaps and bounds. So to be the defending Firepunk dyno champion, I mean, you can't be more happy than anything like that. So congrats on that, brother.
Thank you.
So what's next? So now you had this weird 2020, and are you going back to UCC? Do you have other plans? Are you getting? I remember I saw your face out at some outlaw diesel stuff last year, and I don't get to see you on the whole circuit all the time, but I remember the one thing. I think where was it? I think it was Scheid.
Yeah.
And you were just so in the zone, man. It was like Friday night or something, like after all the racing was done, and Scheid of all places, where people are relaxing a little bit, and this guy's just in the zone, mad about what he could have done better that day, and all this stuff. And I was like, brother, take it easy, man. This is a long race. So, but it just shows your passion for it, and you take it seriously. So, is that something you're going to do more this year, Outlaw, or what's the plans?
Well, we're going to compete in 5 this year with Outlaw. We're going to do UCC. So the truck is actually getting some front end on, letting Cody work it.
They're in good hands with Cody.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's quite a feat. I mean, UCC in itself is just a task you got to plan like a year around, So, and also to run Outlaw series on top of it. That's awesome, man. So, I'm looking forward to it. I know you're going to have an awesome year. Your build this past year was so crazy. I just didn't think it got enough chance to get out there and do a lot, So, and every time I was out, it kicked butt. So, it's going to be something to watch this year. You going to go back to King of the Street as well?
No, I think that chapter for me is.
Gotcha. So, All right. Well, I'll see you at UCC and Outlaw. And what's going on with
Absolutely.
the shop? Where are we at now? Every time I talk to you, you're growing more and more and more.
Yeah, we got five full-time guys. Just working our butts off every day. So doing some cool stuff. We got a 4BT swap Bronco we're building right now. Good company.
Nice.
It'll be really cool.
Pictures of that one.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's everything back, full factory dash, 8 whole 9 yard.
Wow. Wow, that's bad. And I got to say, I also saw you out at, let's see, this was PRI 2019 because 20 they canceled. And we were at a little party awards ceremony. You got nominated for one of the engine things, right?
Yeah, we were in the run for the most popular diesel build of the year.
Yep. Yeah, that was cool. And I know that just recently, last week, I saw you on a nice little video as well. It looks like the engine builder guys came by your shop there, right?
Yeah, I came down here, did a video shoot. It was actually a really cool day. Good time with those guys. Kind of working up two separate builds. Just kind of give the idea of what it takes.
And there's a drastic difference in what it takes. Like, I think that the concept was, what do you get out of was it $5,000 build versus a $60,000 build? And
Yeah.
and I'm sure you see a range of that stuff. So it's really good. I recommend everybody go watch it. It's a good interview. Justin really breaks down the difference in that kind of commitment of investment and what you can expect and everything. And I won't call you out about the bottles that were placed around you.
Thanks.
It may or
All
may
over
not
the
be
shop.
sponsored by another lubricant
up.
company. That's all I'll say. But I'm happy that even if it's sponsored by another lubricant company, they recognize that a guy that uses our lubricants is really doing some good work out there. So, but it's just floating out right now. That just got posted this week, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll check it out, or we'll link to it or something here later. So, anything else, man? What's anything you need to get out to the world? Any specials you got running up there, or things to look forward to?
No, nothing any different than every other day. Trying to keep everybody happy. Having fun.
So, is your first race of the year going to be Rudy's?
I'm hoping to go to Ryan's that race on the beach in
Oh.
March. Hopefully it's ready and start getting it.
I will be there. So, I hope you
Sweet.
can make
We
it.
will be there.
You'll be there?
No,
Oh,
I don't get invited to the cool stuff.
yeah. I think
Kyle's always like, "Man, you should have went. You should have."
no.
Maybe you should have invited me, Kyle.
So it's Diesels on the Beach, weekend of March, first weekend of March, 4th, 5th, 6th, something like that. This event's kind of going back and forth with Outlaw Diesel. It's always kind of been like the spring opener, spring like dust off kind of thing, and then it got gobbled up inside of Outlaw and was like Outlaw Diesel's Super Series season opener, and we had 2 events down there at Emerald Coast Dragway. Well, this year it's back off of the Outlaw Diesel schedule, and it's its own event, Diesels on the Beach, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be, I think a lot of guys are going down there to knock the dust off and get ready for the season, get things tuned and dialed in, and we'll be there. So we'll have to get you all camered up and mic'd up, and afterwards kind of show the world what you did down there.
Well, don't mic me up if it ain't going. Hey.
Yep. All right, bud. Well, thanks for coming on. I know we chatted earlier this week. I've been saying forever, like, man, we got to get you on, and like, you'll stop by here and pick up your totes and your drums and stuff, and I'm like, sometime we'll get you in the studio. But why don't you give a plug to where people can find you, what you're doing with your builds, your shop, and all that good stuff.
I mean, for the most part, we're Zeigler Diesel Performance. We got a Instagram page. Shop here runs that. I think it's pretty much.
It's not hard to
Try to
find.
keep it simple.
Yep, you Google it, and you'll see. And what I like is his colors are very hot shotty.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the engine was a Ziegler Performance
Yeah, you had the engine
color,
up a minute ago.
not the Hot Shots green.
No, we do not. We do not put any laws out there saying you can't do green in the engine bay. Some people do that, but we're cool with it. We like to see more of it. So, but it's a sweet truck, and I love the wrap on it too. The side of the truck's just mean. But well, thanks for coming on, bud. I know you got to get back to work, but we appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. And I look forward to seeing you. I guess just here in a few weeks, I'll be down in Florida, and we'll get that truck back on the track where it belongs and see what it can do.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right, bud. Take care, man.
Well,
That was Mr. Justin Ziegler from Ziegler Diesel Performance. Such a good dude, and
And we deliver his first tanker next week of oil.
he's going to move up to tankers, right? Well, I remember the challenge as he grew. Like, he grew out of his spot, and then once he made that changeover to making,
Whoa.
he's looking, Josh looks scared. But once he made the changeover to making the Hot Shot Secret his house oil, like, he was buying so many gallons because he just didn't have room for, like, a drum so he could put the gallons around. And then he expanded, and I didn't know he was to totes because I remember he had to make it to drums.
He
so.
was buying
That's impressive.
2 pallets.
Probably buying what,
like
330 totes or 275 totes? What's he probably running?
One of the two.
Yeah. That's a lot of gallons. That's a lot of gallons he's moving. So thanks to him for that. We certainly like that, but I really like the progression of the story about the small shop guy. He's been Hot Shot Secret since day one, and he's a great ambassador for our brand. He's always out there telling people, about how much he believes in the product, and he's seen it work firsthand. So he's got a lot of good firsthand stories about that. So we're really proud to have him in the Hot Shot Secret family, and I was really excited about last year when he was going to make the leap up to UCC and really, go for that big exposure. And here we go again. Now this year, it's like he's had a whole extra year to get ready now. So, and after the performance at King of the Street, I mean, he's ready now. So if he's making the whole tour with Outlaw Diesel Super Series and UCC, it's going to be a fun year. So watch out. The truck makes stupid horsepower. It can run on dirt or drag strip, and I can even pull a sled. So just sometimes has a freak accident on a 100-mile cruise. But aside from that, it's something to watch. So we're going to look out for Justin this year, and be rooting him along. So let's see who's in here. Justin's in, so we got that. Greg Jolly's in. Yes, races are on back order. Man, I haven't been on TV for like a month, so
He's been on the radio.
I've been on radio. This is a face for radio, but I'm shaving this mess. I was there again last night. I left the studio in Cincinnati at midnight last night to get back up here, so that's why I was late to work, because I overslept. But yes, razors are coming. Isaac's going to bed, and he's going to see us at midnight. Well, thanks for the update. He must be a Steve Summers fan. Katie Steinmetz says, I'll have to give you a Steinmetz boutique decal. We haven't thought about that yet? Come on, we'll throw it up there. Let's do it. Shelly says hi.
Hi, Mom.
It said hard to hear Justin. I guess we're a little
Where's
late
your
on
mom
that. But
today?
I don't know. Okay. And see, Lynn Miller's in. What's up, Lynn? We need to talk to you. Ever talk to him? I told him you wanted to talk to him, so.
No.
You told me to tell him to tell you.
Yeah.
Shave that beard, dude. Straighten that hat out. Straighten that hat out. Who's wearing a hat?
Billy.
This one.
Billy.
Man, Aaron the Goat Shin looking good, and Kyle Beard looking studly. Aaron, nice phone call. Terry Harris says, the biggest reason I know the products work is not only do I keep emptying the shelves at O'Reilly, but customers wait for me to open up my trunk of my car to buy products that we don't sell. I'm being called the chemical guy. Even managers pass me off to help. That's awesome. Terry Howard is definitely has earned his top fan badge and then some.
Does he have a +1?
Terry, can you please film this for me? Because my mental picture of how this goes down, I just can't grasp.
We're out at O'Reilly's. Hey, meet me in the parking lot in 5 minutes.
It's they got some stuff that we don't carry here, but lunchtime out back. I just want to see it, man. But we appreciate the support, Terry. We really do. And maybe I'll see Terry. Sometimes I see Terry when I go down to Florida. So. David Robinson says, hello from sunny Miami. Oh, lucky you. I just rolled over 300,000 miles on my 6.7 Cummins. All stock fuel system. EDT, every tank, and Blue Diamond in the crankcase. Awesome. Great to hear. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That Blue Diamond PAO and keep an EDT in there. John Bear Jr. asks, updates on your ATF Plus 4. And he put 3 question marks. Actually, an exclamation point in the middle. So give the man an answer.
I don't want to give him an answer.
I want an answer. I can handle the
Here's
truth.
how we do. Here's how it is.
Okay.
Tune in next week and we will postpone the answer again. Is that how you do it? Keep
Is
them
that like
on.
Beer
Keep
Street
them on
tomorrow
the.
kind of thing?
Kind of like that. I don't have an answer.
You don't have an answer. No updates?
No. No updates.
I tried, John.
I know. We're not going to get him.
Justin Ziegler just popped back in and said, we need some of that G56 fluid. Well, we have totes of it. You're welcome to buy a tote. Yeah, we're bottling. And actually, ironically, we're putting it in quarts, too.
Yeah.
So it's, trans fluid
Pretty
isn't something
fancy.
that we really bottle in quarts most of the time.
Right.
But G56 are generally pretty small capacities, right? Mm-hmm. So it's available in the quart as well. So let's jump back into our featured ride of the week.
Yes.
It's your chance to be on the featured Facebook page. Matter of fact, who did I hear from today? Who was it? It was somebody from the Steve Summers show. Emailed me and said, how do I get to be on the feature ride of the week? And then sent me this car collection he's got that's insane. So I told him to look out for the post and post those cars up when he does. This week's winner is Andy Schenk. I know Andy. He's a good guy. He used to work at RTM with us. And that's a cool truck, but he's got a really cool Mustang. And I don't say that much, But
Jeez.
I think his Mustang's won before. Look at this.
Oh, so he's a 2-time winner.
He's a 2-time winner.
It's rigged.
It's
No, it's show us your rig. It's not
there
rigged.
you go. So congrats to Andy Schenk. Next week, post your photos, and it comes out on Sunday afternoon. You're like, yeah. Sometime on Sunday. I didn't know that. I will resend my message to the fellow that asked me. I just told him to look out for it. So Sunday's the day that you drop your ride on the page there, and then you selected them Monday. Oh, so it's
Wow.
quick.
It's quick.
It's a small window.
If
So
you went twice, it's because we didn't have a lot of options.
all right. So look for it on Sundays. Get your ride in there, and by Monday we'll already be picking a winner there.
Top
So,
5 callers, huh?
And don't forget the Steve Summers Overnight Drive. We now have an update to that. We are now streaming Steve Summers Overnight Drive on the Steve Summers Overnight Drive Facebook and YouTube pages. We started off with the Hot Shot Secret YouTube and Facebook pages because it was our easiest avenue to get him up and running, which probably confused some of our Hot Shots people why we're live at 4 in the morning, But this program's on 12 to 5, so I noticed that a lot of the people are migrating over to his pages now. So we'll at some point transfer off of Hot Shots, and so you'll have to go over to Steve Summers' social media to watch. But a lot of other cool things are coming. A lot of the people are asking for. We have an app that's being built for the program. This is going to be streaming live on the website, which is overnightdriveradio.com. and podcast services, and we're working on some talks with major satellite and terrestrial radio too. So the show's doing really good. I was down there yesterday, doing a little more work. I think Josh is heading down again next week. I think I'm going down as well. So if you're looking to advertise on that program, shoot us an email. We're working on the advertising right now, and it's been going really well. So you can shoot me an email or Josh, or you can find your way or message the Facebook page, and they'll get it to me. So what's in the loop?
The loop is you sign up for the email list.
Are you in the loop?
I'm supposed to be in the loop.
Okay.
I'm getting emails. I just haven't had a chance to look at them.
All right.
I'm only 649 emails behind.
You got me beat. But we can do that on the homepage of the website, or punch it right into hotshotsecret.com
Email. Yeah, that's how you get there.
Any sales? Let's see. Yep.
Look at that. Free ounce. That's it. 1 ounce only.
Hey, 1 ounce goes a long way with EDT.
Yeah, free 4 ounce bottle of EDT. 4.
Okay.
That's like 4 times more than I was going to give them, but it's with orders over $35 from now and from February 9th until the 15th.
I got
Next week. So it's not even now.
So this is like a
preview.
Now I got it. Show your diesel some love.
Oh, I get it.
I knew they were getting clever somehow. I didn't see it at first. I just saw the hearts and everything. So
it's a Valentine's Day special.
So should it have been Diesel Extreme because it's red and no? Okay. All right. So starting February 9th, it's a way to get some free product. All your orders are $35. We're going to give some love to your diesel. So take advantage of that. And events. We got a lot going on. I think Josh to kind of break this down for me. No, I think I can get it. Why don't you try to...
Sure, give me the ones you can't pronounce it. Is that it?
I saw that.
It's like 2021 Shipshewana Spring Nationals to march into Michiana. What the heck's that supposed to say?
Michiana Event Center.
Event Center. Okay.
You nailed it, man. So that's March 19th and 20th.
Where do you? Oh, there it is.
So this is fresh news, huh? Yeah. And is this going to be the first poll of the year?
It is.
The first poll of the year, and man, you might not know we started with a big sponsorship with the NTPA this past year. We're really looking forward to 2020, going big into polling, and of course, crazy 2020, COVID just crushed all of that. So here we go again. We're already charged up to have a big poll season, and now it's finally here. So March 19th and 20th. I'm guessing Michiana's close to Indiana and Michigan border. So the Michiana Event Center.
Texarkana.
Grog Martin Auctioneers and Realty will proudly present the second Wakarusa Ag.
It's just a poll.
I know, but I'm trying to give them their plugs. Wakarusa Ag, Deutz Fahr, NTPA, Shipshewana Spring Nationals, Indoor Truck and Tractor Pull, and Michiana Farm Show. It's almost like a joke. They're messing with me.
Well, if you're from that part of the country.
They probably whip that out, don't they? Yep. So it's a big farm show too. So this is the Nationals too, right?
Yes.
So it's a big one. That's the way to kick it off. So that's pretty cool. You know the classes though.
I know the classes. Pro Stock Hot Farm, Super Farm, Limited Pro Stock tractors, and Pro Stock Diesel 3.0, and 4x4 trucks. Whew.
Pro Stock Diesel 3.0 are 4x4 trucks.
Yeah.
See, I mean,
It's a turbo size.
come on, man.
Well, you should have put a comma in there, maybe.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite class?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely the Pro Street.
There's no Pro Street.
Damn it. Come on. One.
Pro stock.
Pro Stock.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because they're limited on turbo
But
size.
tickets are on sale right now. ShopNTPA.com/tickets. We're a big sponsor of the
Shipshewana,
NTPA,
okay?
and,
I got through the hard part. What's
and
wrong?
we're really looking forward to the start of the season there.
So I just want to know if Josh is going to be on location because he did a really fantastic job. Like the
on RFTTV, what is it? RFD
Oh, I didn't
TV.
see that one. The
You
one,
didn't?
no, the one he did when he was
You might want
live.
to check out RFD TV recently. The guys from the NTPA actually came here to Hot Shot Secret, and
What?
they did an interview with Josh, and I was watching the NTPA coverage on RFD TV, and they come back from commercial break, and they're here, right here at Hot Shot Secret, interviewing Josh. And it was funny because I told Josh afterwards, this was done when? Like November. And I was like, man, I could tell like it was earlier when you were here because you really talked about the products well, but you didn't quite know them like you know them now. And then he was like, that was just like a month ago. And I was like, oh, my bad. I thought it was like his first week on the job. But he said everything. He just didn't have the confidence, say it strong or say it strong.
Shipshawana.
So, all right, let's pull some giveaway winners. Should we give that away? And then we're going to dig into our G56. You got that cued there? So this week's winner is going to get... Now, this page says Diesel Extreme, so we don't know what you're getting. It could be...
Just pick something.
Store Stiction Diesel Extreme. Hold on. It's Stiction Eliminator. So, Stiction Eliminator, and if you're watching live, go ahead and chime in, and we'll also throw in a T-shirt. So, bonus swag there. And the winner is... How do you pronounce it?
I see three ways.
I see three ways, too.
Moma V. Rick.
Okay, I'll try.
Mo Maverick. That was the first one. Yeah.
Mom A. Vrick. You already got that one. Yeah. So MOMAVRICK at something. Moma Vrick. I'm guessing Mo Maverick. It's got to be Mo Maverick.
Okay.
So Mo Maverick, congratulations. You won some Stiction Eliminator. Give us a message or we'll reach out to you since we got your email and get your product out to you. If you're in here live, chime up and we will get you a T-shirt as well. So let's get into this G56 stuff.
Let's.
Okay. What is G56 transmission? Let's start from the top. What is it? Like, what's it used for? What applications?
It is for the G56 transmission.
Imagine that.
Ta-da! No, that was... That's the most creative we could come up with for a name.
And can it be used in anything else?
Certainly.
It can.
I'm not allowed to say that, but yeah,
Right.
like a lot of trucks use a 50 weight gear oil.
Right.
That works fine in those manual transmissions as well.
And are you talking about 50-weight gear oil on the gear spectrum? Or
It's the oil spectrum, but everybody calls it gear oil.
Right. So
the 50 weight, starts with an M and ends with obel. A lot of folks use a 50 weight for that in their big rigs.
Yep.
And this works fantastic in that application as well.
Interesting. We'll have to talk to Steve Summers about that.
We should.
So
He won't answer my calls.
why? I got his number.
I've got it too.
Why is the
Call it number
G56 a specialty fluid? Like why is this different?
Wow. I think I know where you're leading this question, and it says bad things about your people.
Oh, Mopar.
Right?
I was like, my people.
My people. All right. Honestly, the big folks don't want to have a specialty fluid. Too many dealers, small shops, things of that nature to carry an extra product.
Right.
So they're like, meh, ET4, that'll work.
And the truth of the matter is that the G56 transmission is pretty rare. It's 5-speed
You
manual.
wouldn't think of it with how much we're selling.
I know.
Like that's what I thought. I'm like, yeah.
Well, that's why that's why I'm saying this is kind of this product really is kind of the epitome of how Hot Shots works here. So the G56 transmission is found in Dodge Rams, heavy duty trucks with a manual transmission.
Right.
There's not a lot of them out there. It's just, the high majority of them are all automatic transmissions. So that's what keeps Firepunk in business, is all those Ram automatic transmissions. So what had happened was FCA, Chrysler, Mopar, Ram, whatever you want to call them, when they developed this transmission and put it in the trucks, there's such a low volume of these trucks out there that it was not cost effective for these billion-dollar organizations to actually design a lubricant for the transmission that they designed. So it was left without a proper fluid. They knew it from the gate, but it's one of those decisions where you got some bean counters that have to make decisions, and if they develop a fluid for it, it's going to cost a lot of money for product development, research, all that stuff, and then they're going to require every single Ram dealership across the country to keep the stuff in stock, just in case a G56 shows up and needs a trans service. And they would have more G56 fluid on the shelves nationwide at Ram dealerships than there are trucks.
Right.
So they just say,
AT4.
that's what they throw in it, right?
Throw it in.
They put ATF plus 4 in it. And they know from the start ATF plus 4 is not the way to go.
Right.
Now, this has been a problem for many years. It was brought to us. We always tell you out there, if you know there's a model-specific problem, bring it to us. That's what we thrive in. That's what we love, trying to fix these problems. And this has been a problem for a long time. What's the symptoms they see with the ATF plus 4 in there?
The biggest one is the rollover noise, especially if you upgrade the flywheel and clutch assembly. It gets real noisy.
Real noisy.
Shift gear engagement is another one.
Heat too.
They run hot.
Run
Absolutely.
hot. So they're just annoying. They're hot. They're noisy. They don't work well. And this is off
Are we
a.
talking about transmissions?
And this is off a
He
new
switches
truck
subjects
you
so
buy.
much.
It's not like it works fine for a while. Like out of the gate, like you drive it
day
with 1 mile on it, and you're like, this is a brand new transmission and truck. It's literally the fluid. So for a long time, and it is a good transmission. It's a great transmission, and people have tried to fix it. I've heard stuff like I know a lot of guys overfill, like put almost like a quart, 2 quarts too much fluid in.
Yeah.
And what are they trying to do there?
Fix it.
Just right. And
Fix a
people claim
poor
there's some
fluid,
gain to it. And
Yeah.
what do you think is happening there when they're overfilling it?
It's just like,
You get an analogy coming. I see.
yeah, it's not a good one.
Not PG.
I stopped. No, it's PG, but it's still not appropriate. I'm just trying to get rid of the noise. This is the big.
Just drown
that's
the noise.
Drown the noise.
Let's just pour extra in there, and hopefully
Yeah.
it covers everything up from sloshing around. And people have reported there's some gain to it.
Yeah. Certain clutch manufacturers recommend that. In fact,
They tell you to overfill
they tell you to overfill it.
because they know it's a problematic, rather than just maybe putting something that's designed perfectly for it.
Right. Perhaps.
So when you started designing this product, that was kind of your target list. You're like, okay, I need to make sure it operates, doesn't get as hot, it goes into gear easily, and out of gear. I think they're getting out of gear sometimes.
Sometimes.
And how do we get rid of
temperature.
that noise?
Yeah.
And which I remember, I think when you were kind of dialing in the formula, you were knocking out the first kind of stuff good, and then people are saying, yeah, shifting better, I'm seeing cooler temps and everything, but still noisy. And to us, it's kind of like, like noise, it's like, are we really fixing a problem? Like, is it? Exactly. It's like, so
Yes.
we took it that far, even past where we knew functionally we were getting better shifts, we were getting cooler transmission
It's still not
temperatures.
100% silent.
No,
But
no.
it's the nature of the beast.
I remember that was
but
your
it's
ad
like,
packs. You used to run your ad packs.
Well, yeah.
A little bit of this, and it's amazing they quieted it down. So now we see some really happy customers. The fluid's been selling really well. Like we said, we've been surprised how many G56s are out there.
Yeah.
But again, it's an epitome of what we do here. We take a problem that is a niche market that the big guys don't want to mess with, and we will eat those crumbs all day. They pay bills around here, and more importantly, it creates very happy customers, like our Hot Shots customers, and it brings people into the family too. So maybe people that have never heard of Hot Shot Secret or even knew that we had oils, let alone transmission fluids, they're finding us because they have a G56 transmission and they have the problems. The first thing you do is you Google it, you see forum after forum after forum of everybody talking about this for a long time, and then it's like, well, look, there's actually a product on the market for this transmission. So that's how and why we do this type of stuff. It may not be the biggest, revenue maker for us because it's a small market, but we serve all these little niche markets collectively. It brings into the larger Hot Shot Secret family,
Right.
and it shows what our science can do to bring a product to market. So,
Correct.
What was the
So where's the
after the development?
Where's the
process?
sad part of the story that I promised?
I don't know.
This was so as problems are brought to us by customers, as you know. One of the racing events, we have those little EDT here. Sign up for our email list
Yeah.
for the EDT, and someone was like, "Make G56 transmission fluid," and I tried to call the person. The phone didn't work. The email didn't work. I'm wondering if it was a fake name even. So the person that initiated this didn't get to
Is
realize doesn't exist.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's where
I
it's
know
sad.
we've had people come up to us at races and talk about it, but you're saying
Yeah.
the initial start of it was
Yeah.
anonymous.
Well,
Well, thank you, whoever
Yeah.
you are out there.
correct.
But quickly after we started talking about it,
Yeah.
we got a lot of feedback. People say, I have that transmission and I could use some help on that. And that led to, when you're in development, you started testing, because this type of thing you can't just throw it on a 4-ball test or there's no ASTM
Well,
test out there.
right.
You really need to get a transmission
Right,
of
I mean-
people that know it and have them work it out.
We
and feel
obviously
it.
do all the lab tests first, but
Sure.
real world is totally different. Let's be
Absolutely.
honest.
So you're almost like-
So we don't have the shift feel tester in there.
Right. And it's tough to do that type of testing because if anybody's, go ask your favorite mechanic about how people describe the problems to them. It's like,
Right.
my car goes boom, boom, slap, crack, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, they're supposed to diagnose that
like-
way. So
like-
we have to deal with that too when we're working with testing on with people and they're trying to describe the feeling of it. So there's not a universal language to this. So it's really tough.
Right.
And that's why, honestly, the big guys don't mess with it, and it opens this little market up for us. We do that tough leg work, and we work directly with the customers. We got this out to tons of people that try to. So you were getting all sorts of different feedback.
Yeah. So the first actual test customer sent us a message wanting to know if they could use FR3 in their G56. And I said, Levi, let me answer that. He's like, what? It's like, I got this one. So I contacted him, and he was our first tester. He's got over 70,000 miles on the fluid.
Wow.
So like updates, like all the time about temperatures, noise reduction.
We love
so
those
it's
people.
nonstop. So we had a good start, and there were
Well, like you
several
said,
others. There was
We do a lot of lab work, but real world testing
it's totally
priceless. Priceless.
Absolutely.
So we can think a lot in the lab and start to see directions, but until it's in application, I think it's where a lot of companies stop short. They'll go in the lab and be able to show something,
Yeah.
there, but you put it in the vehicle and it doesn't do much, So sometimes you're formulating as a result of the real world testing.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah,
it's kind
there-
of,
yeah,
even though on paper
check.
in the lab it should go this direction.
Right, it's perfect.
Right.
Then we get one
Professional.
we get one phone call. It's like, okay, we've got to work on it. So right off the bat, it was improved shift feel going into gear. Temperatures are reduced, like by
And then you tackle
15 to
the
20.
the sound.
And the noise. And so then it was the noise, like, all right, one little tweak there. And then we had over 20 people testing at this time. One of them was like, I want the smallest complaint you can think of. It smells funny. That's the complaint, and they're not complaints, they're just honest feedback.
Does it smell funny?
No, but that's,
Is it the FR3?
of course.
Yeah. But it smells
One
like
of
the
them
rest
said
our
that
oils.
once for the first 10 minutes when it was really, really cold, it was just a little bit, you could feel like it wasn't necessarily a shift engagement, you could feel the fluid. Like you have to really pay attention, but you can, so we
You guys are dialed into their trucks.
toned it down just a touch on the viscosity, and everybody's happy after that.
Well, cool.
So
See if anybody else has got anything here.
this was a fun one.
We need some of the G56 fluid. Oh, that's Justin. Aaron, phone call, son. Call James Bruce, man.
Dude,
Every week I see him on here saying call.
well, do you want me?
James.
Do you want me to? I'll call him. It's not
Ziegler
gonna.
says he'll take a drum to start. G56, just move the drum.
Ta-da.
There you See, Terry Howard says, funny that you say that, Kyle. Customers wait for my lunch break to keep me from getting in trouble, or I go to their house or job to sell products. He's going to get like one of those. You ever see like the Facebook videos? The guy's like selling Coke cans. I got Coke. I got Coke.
You want to watch?
He's going to get busted hustling Hot Shots products out of his truck. Oh, that's funny, Terry. John Bear's back in. He's not taking no for an answer. How about a time frame on the ATF Plus 4? Been waiting for a while now and getting to where I'm going to need to replace the current fluid. And I really don't want to use Amsoil.
Should I tell him the truth?
Yes, you should always tell them the truth.
This is terrible. Okay.
Well, I'll preface it because I don't know the story, but I guarantee you, John, it is not uncommon for us to go back to step one, or get way down a road in R&D and then realize we should probably head a different direction. And Chris has kind of always put this down on us since day one. If it's not perfect, he'll just scrap it. And it's unfortunate. We like to kind of open this door. That's what we do Facebook Live, is to kind of give you a little behind the scenes of what's coming up and stuff. Unfortunately, it also makes people very impatient once we let them know it's an R&D. Some stuff they pound out and just comes out of the R&D very quickly. Some stuff takes a very long time. G56 is in there for, what, a year at least?
For real world testing, yeah.
Yeah, and people knew about
honestly,
it.
Honestly, the formulation was relatively... The initial formulation was relatively quick.
But then you got to test. The whole process takes a while.
But,
and really, it goes to real world testing. Like once you're pretty much almost done, and you're trying to verify.
Like, oh, you've only got 25,000 miles on it.
Gasoline Extreme. Once we dug into that was really quick, right?
Yeah, but that was a huge. Like we had tons of data.
Sure,
tons.
I'm just
like
saying,
it was a smack.
It could vary. So now, tell your truth to where we're at in this ATF Plus 4 process.
Sure, you don't even know it.
I'm ready to be shocked here with John.
I can't tell. I'd like to have an answer in a month. I'd like to have it here by a month.
Okay. For sale? Like ready for sale?
Ready to be introduced to the marketing team for sale.
Okay. So John, if you and I'll tell you this. Once
I really don't.
Marketing,
I still don't want to say it. Issue's not the right word, but there's a few hurdles to overcome. Mostly on raw materials that we need to make this product.
So there's some raw materials that are. I'll decipher that. There's some raw materials that we need specifically for that formula that are very difficult to get right now, and so that will limit the amount that we can scale the product up. If we launch a product and we don't have a ton of it on the shelf ready to go, it's worse than not launching the product at all.
Right.
So even though the formula might be there, the testing might be there, we have to bulk up enough product in-house to then go to market with. So until those raw materials are ready to be able to stack, R&D will keep working. Just like we do once a product's released, we still keep working on it. So it just makes him keep working on it. And then once we finally do get raw material build, then we'll ramp up production. It'll go to marketing. Marketing usually week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks can get bottling, packaging, all that stuff turned around. So piece of cake there, you know. So
product, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, this one
this product's already done on that side, pretty much. So marketing's even ready for it. So
wonder why that is.
So John, I can read through him now. That's really the backstory.
There's a little bit more to it that I'm not.
I was letting you off on it.
That's it.
And then you and I will both go at him because I feel you, John. We have a lot of dealers that are ready for.
No, and I've also wanted this fluid out for well over a year.
Gotcha.
Be honest.
Okay, so Tyson Frank says, when I grow up, I want to have a beard like Kyle. Please don't do that. Steve Zuner's in with a top fan badge. Says, hey guys, Dan Zelton top fan +1. So what you're saying is I need G56 fluid for my race hauler. Well, Dan, if it's a G56 transmission, you certainly do. Did Dan not test any with us? Dan Zelton?
Not that I'm aware of.
Huh. Well, Dan, hit me up, man. Justin's asking about race diesel fuel. Oh, see, here comes the season. We're gonna guess.
Here we go.
Yep. By the way, I'll tell you later. some of that's gone.
Oh, is it?
The race diesel fuel.
Wow.
So, Tom Perini's chimed in. Says, hey guys, great show. The new set looks good. Also, John says you guys
Tom,
are awesome. I'll be waiting for your ATF plus 4. So you want them over.
Okay.
John,
well,
don't let them off that easy. Stay on them, and I will too.
No,
It's coming. He
Yeah,
can't even talk. He's so
I'm so
flustered
frustrated.
by it.
I just want it done.
Yeah.
I wanted to give it to the masses.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. And if G56 sells the way it does, wait till you see how
I
ATF
know
plus
it.
4 sells, because
Yeah.
we have tons
We're
of
gonna be
dealers
like-
that have just been asking forever. So
We're going to be selling more than Justin Ziegler.
Can I ask one question about the product?
You can ask one.
Is it
you're
a
going to
PAO
ask.
base? I know which fight I'm picking.
Do you?
Oh, I do.
Well, it has to be.
Yep. That's all I need to know. So, coming
That's
soon
why
to Hot
we
Shots
went
near
back.
you is an ATF plus 4. Give us a month, we'll give you an update on it. But keep asking every week just so you can watch Aaron squirm.
Yeah, definitely.
But that should wrap it up. I want to thank Justin Ziegler for coming on today. Shout out to Ziegler Diesel Performance. Watch out for that bad truck this year. I'll be down in Florida in March, so we'll certainly get a lot of footage of Justin and see what he can do. And then, like I said, he's going to tackle UCC again this year and run the whole Outlaw Diesel series. So I'm excited to have Justin out there and follow him all year. And shout out to Ziegler Diesel Performance. I mean, they've just grown tremendously as a business and a proud dealer of Hot Shot Secret. Been with us since day one, like literally OG, like earned their stripes. So a fellow dealer here in Ohio that kind of works closely with us. So if you're in the Canton area, if you're in Ohio, if you're in the Midwest, it's worth looking up their shop because they just do such great work, and there's no build that's too small or too big for that shop now. I mean, they really do it all from daily maintenance to major performance builds and everything too. So look up Ziegler Diesel Performance. Go give them a like on their Facebook page and their social media, and that should do it. Remember to get in our giveaway every week, and we know now to get your ride in the featured. That'll be on a Sunday. You need to do that, so keep your eye out for that.
You have exactly 3 hours, 41 seconds to get it in.
Right. So until next week, we will be right back here Thursday at 1:30 like we are every week. I probably will not have a beer next week. Probably gone, thankfully, if I don't sleep through the weekend. But until then, have a good weekend. We'll see you next week.
All right. See you.